This is such a big point. I hope this doesn't go over your head. Please focus on this, because we are conditioned to believe that work and self-improvement is bad. And so when you do something, it's because you don't like yourself. That's completely untrue. You work on yourself, you work on a business, you work on your body, your finances, because you love yourself. That's why you do it. And that's why you've been doing it. Why did you start self-improvement? I want to understand that. Most people start self-improvement because something is wrong with their lives, right? Probably you've thought that you didn't have enough money, or you didn't have enough status or women, or maybe all of them. And because of that, you decided to change. You hit a sort of like a rock bottom. You started saying enough is enough. And you started going to the gym. You started a business. Whatever it may be, you took an action. You were unhappy with your current situation. You hated your situation, or maybe you even hated yourself. What we have to understand, though, is that the more you do something out of self-hate or out of unhappiness with the current situation, the more you're reinforcing it, because you need that as fuel to motivate you. Let's say that I'm going through a breakup, and I start using that pain of the breakup as motivation to go to the gym to look better. It'll be very hard to get over my ex. It'll be really hard to get over the pain of our breakup, because every time I go to the gym, I'm using that as motivation. And so that still is in my life to a very strong degree. And the more I go to the gym, the more I reinforce the presence of that pain, because without that pain, I would have no motivation. We have to start thinking, okay, if I'm not motivated by pain, how can I improve myself in the same way? This is going to be the most important point of this video. There's more than one kind of motivation. You can be motivated to take action because you love yourself. Actually, you love yourself and you want the best for yourself. You want the best for yourself. That's why you're taking action. If you think about it deeply, the reason everything you did since you started self-improvement has been because you actually love yourself. You're actually taking action. You're doing things. And the interesting thing is, maybe you were doing things because in the beginning you were unhappy with your situation. You also conditioned yourself to believe that you're unhappy with your situation. That's why you have to keep taking action. If you hated yourself, you will do everything that's bad for you. You're doing the good things for yourself. Think about it. It also ties in a lot with your self-image. And I made a video about this before, where I described how important it is the way you view yourself. If you start changing your self-image, these things will also align. And so another way you can look at it is, if you start doing things not because you hate yourself, but you realize that you actually love yourself, and that's why you're taking that action, that will help you tremendously in the future. That will help you change your self-image as well. Because now you're not working for a lost cause. Now you're not whipping yourself. I like to call it the emotional cutter, you know? The guys who cut themselves, you know, with the little knife, the little emo boys. I didn't mean to make fun of you. But we do the same thing when we're motivated by self-hate. You understand that, right? It's the exact same thing. You just don't do a physical act. So you skip the gym, you're like, no, stupid. Using hate as a motivation, using pain as a motivation. And Julian talks a lot about this as well. Can help you to get out of the rut. But eventually you have to understand that you're actually doing things because you want the best for yourself, because you love yourself. And this is, I'm in this critical transition period, so I cannot offer too much advice about it. But from what I understood until now, this is something that you kind of realize. So it's not something you have to actively do, but it's like, I've been taking this action because I actually love myself, not because I hate myself. And you start understanding that this narrative of self-hate has been imposed to you. You've just been conditioned to believe that self-improvement is work and work is bad. But no. This is such a big point. I hope this doesn't go over your head. Please focus on this, because we are conditioned to believe that work and self-improvement is bad. And so when you do something, it's because you don't like yourself. That's completely untrue. You work on yourself, you work on a business, you work on your body, your finances, because you love yourself. That's why you do it. And that's why you've been doing it. Even though you think you hate yourself, you don't. So major props, man. If you like this kind of content, subscribe, because I'll be making more in the future. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.